If they did not tell you before, keep 200k down. Final year is that tricky year, is that very delicate year. Hello beautiful people, welcome back to our chat session. Today is going to be a solo chat. We're talking heart to heart, reality to reality, student to student with your favorite host, Lulu. I'm going to be giving you everything you need to know about the finalist experience. One thing, the most important thing you should prepare yourself for is payment. You are going to pay. From the day you enter final year, you start seeing signs and symptoms. You are going to be paying on a steady. Let's go over to the dues. You see all those dues from your first year that you have been skipping. Everything has just been waiting for you. Final year is the year you clear everything. Your class dues, departmental, faculty, church, clubs, cultural associations, whatnot. For persons that even got into trouble while in school, you're going to start doing security payments, these clearance. If you misplaced a book, you're going to pay for that in the library. You're going to also do other clearances, and everything costs money. At the end of the day, you know it will lump into a whole bunch of money. Over to the undergraduate project. If they did not tell you before, keep 200k down. I did not say you spend all of it, neither did I say it will be enough. Just keep 200k for starters. For persons in fields like mine, of course it depends on your field of study. For pharmacy students, we have an array of units to go into. For persons who end up working with animals, you might spend more. That is, if your animals die in between your study, or if there's need for more reagents or just things of that nature, you're going to see yourself speaking out for money that you did not even know that you had. For me, I personally worked under the clinical department, so I was doing more of questionnaires and questionnaires. For me, the outside expense was trying to impress the persons I was using as my case study, because they need to give me authentic information. So sometimes I would have to get them airtime, or for persons that I see physically, I'll just buy them a snack and be like, okay, please just put down what you really feel. It's all part of the process. It's beautiful, but it's expensive. Over to the clinical experience. For persons in the medical field, this is a must, and it's a vital part of our study, to be honest. I really enjoyed the on-site training. I enjoy, because I'm still undergoing it, I enjoy the on-site training, the one-on-one interactions, the patient experience. Everything is wholesome, but again, it comes at quite a price. I know expenses is relative. What might be expensive to me might not be to you. Now, it depends on your pocket size. For persons with pocket sizes like mine, and for persons that are not sponsored by one or two odogus or stuff of that nature, is quite a lot of payment. You're going to keep paying and paying and paying till you finish. So brace up for the journey ahead. And the adrenaline rush. You know what last hour rush is? You don't know it till you enter final year. We all know that final year is your last shot at making those memories with your tight friends. It's your last shot at rewriting people's impression of you. It's your last shot at clearing all your carryovers. It's your last shot at being an undergraduate student and being excused for your mistakes. So you would want to explore more, because that is your last shot. Once you graduate, everybody refers to you as, she's a graduate, he's a graduate. After all, he graduated. That becomes like a tag, and you're not really allowed to make mistakes. So there's this adrenaline in final year class. Now let me emphasize on the carryover thing. In final year, you need to be careful. If peradventure you have cleared all your carryovers successfully, final year is that tricky year, is that very delicate year, because if you happen to have another issue in that session, it would imply that you will not finish with your sets. It's not the worst thing that can happen, it's just not a very great thing. Okay, now to creating memories, rewriting people's impressions of you. You might want to start overdoing it. Is the final year overdue? The energy be quite high, You'd want to go to places, exotic restaurants, buy nice dresses, hang out with your girls, with your guys. And all these things are expensive, especially now that the purchasing power of our currency is quite low. If you're not earning heavily, I don't know how you would be able to foot those bills. So I would advise that yes, it's important to do those get-togethers and create those memories, but you should do that within your purse. Don't try to do past yourself. Don't try to impress people at your own disadvantage, because at the end of the day, you're going to live with the outcome of your choices, especially financial choices. Nobody's going to save you. So you need to watch your back, watch your front, and know what you are doing. It's a final year that reality starts to hit differently. I'm not just saying, oh, the way you're thinking. I'm saying the way people respond to you begins to differ. First of all, your parents or your guardians or your sponsors, when you ask them for money, they might delay, or they will send half of the money, or they might not send at all to the next time you ask. In fact, they might stop sending when you ask. This is just their way of letting you know that, babe, guy, you need to start finding your feet. There was this time my father jokingly said something like, oh, I can't wait for you to graduate so that you start settling these bills yourself. I know he said it jokingly, but I can't feel. Did he enter my brain? I've been thinking since then, okay, so what's the way forward? Who is going to maintain this your lifestyle once you graduate? That's the reality we face. There are going to be higher expectations from you. Everybody's going to be looking up to you, and sometimes you're like, people don't know that I'm a young graduate. There's no young graduate. Once you have graduated, if graduates, you go. You understand? You need to start to think that way. There's also this rush of, oh, let me look for a scholarship. This is me talking to myself. Every link I see, I try to check it out. I don't necessarily apply, but right now I'm just consuming scholarship links because, you know, I'm trying to find a way. Okay, what next? What next? There's all this question mark in my brain, and sometimes I'm like, girl, rest. You know. And to think that I started doing all this scholarship hassle in my fourth year, thinking that, okay, by now, when I'm about finishing, I would have had an idea of what to expect. It's just a joke. Yes, you will have this person say things like, oh, Oluchi, we're waiting for you. Oh, when are we going to come? When are they going to come and pluck the flower from our compound? And especially your aunties. Your parents may not say much, but you see your aunties and your cousins, those people, they will want to put you in trouble. I'm staying positive. I believe God will send me what I want to attract, and I hope I attract what is meant for me, you know. But for now, it's not a pressing thing on my list. Another thing is, you need to hold God tight. You see this whole uncertainty phase, you are putting your leg where you can't even see, except for persons that have things already laid out for them. You know, not all of us are on the same page. Yes, some people already have things figured out. For persons like us, we're about to put our leg outside, but we can't even see where we're about to step. So it's the phase of spirituality as well. You need to hold your God tight. Hold whatever thing you believe in tight, your values. You need to hold on to them, because I know that there will be a lot of stumbling blocks out there. But I want to tell you something. You have seen shege as an undergraduate student. There is no shege that the world will give to you that you cannot handle. That is my honest belief. And I know that through thick and thin, one step at a time, we're going to get there. Final year is also that year where you have to reflect. You're going to have a self-appraisal period or reflection season. You've come a long way. Being in final year marks the end of a very long and rich journey. Schooling in university must have taken a lot of time from you. Persons like us, we've been here for 7+ years. It has taken quite a lot of time from me. It has taken resources, effort, emotions. It marks the end of a very, very wholesome journey. So sometimes I think back and I'm proud of how far I have come. Me now is not me second year, me first year. I used to be a totally different person. It has been a lot of fine-tuning and transitioning and meeting of people and leadership and training. You also look back on the kind of friendships you've made, the kind of relationships you've kept, and the ones you have disposed of. To be honest, some persons are not for you. That is the truth. And then some persons are for you. You look at things that you did wrongly in the past. You look at things that you did rightly. Let me even tell you about my worst school phase. Third year in pharmacy school was my worst time in school. But the funny part was I made the best grades in that third year. But in my third year, I was traumatized. I had people scam me for money. Then I had this person that was threatening me that, oh, he worked at exams and records. And he even called my full name, he called my reg number. I got scared. And, you know, he was requesting to see me privately and stuff. But I was just, at some point, every time I entered shuttle, I was crying. But I tried not to make it obvious. Just a few friends of mine were aware of it. It was the most traumatizing phase of my life. Now I have healed. Before I couldn't talk about it, but I have passed that phase, and I'm so proud of myself. I'm so proud that I wasn't broken down. I'm so proud that I thrived through those challenges, and it made me a better person. Yes, I've also explored so many things as an undergraduate student. I was not sitting one place. When you sit one place, your ideas, your knowledge is kind of restricted. I made sure I interacted with people. I met people that I learned a lot of things from. I acknowledge them when I see them, and I try to keep them close because we are going up. It's all the way up. I'm gonna see you at the top, you know, that kind of thing. It's a time to think back. If you have made, or if you did not make the most of that time, it's not the end of the world. It is another opportunity to brace up and be determined that, okay, this is what you're going to do differently. Another thing I feel like I should have done earlier is pick interest in research. Going into research helps you as a student. It gives you an edge over others, especially when you're looking out for scholarship opportunities or just ways to leave the country. It eases the whole process. Yes, that's one thing I think back on and I'm like, I don't think I joined early enough. Nonetheless, my fire is still burning, so we're looking forward. At this juncture, we have come to the end of this session, so I want you to take home 3 things today. Number 1, final year is a fight. You're going to fight financially, you're going to fight spiritually, you're going to fight emotionally, because you need to get the best out of it. Secondly, final year is a very delicate session. It's a session that can make you not to graduate your setmates. A session where you get to revise people's impressions of you. It's a session where you get to embrace everything you were reluctant to embrace in previous years. It's the transitioning session. And thirdly, if you have come so far as to get to your final year and you are scared, I want to tell you something. Give yourself a knock, because you don't know what you have done for yourself. You have thrived so far. You can go further. You can get to where you want to be. You have everything it takes to be there. Did you enjoy this walk? Did I capture your unique experience? Tell me about your final year experiences in the comments section below. Thank you and see you later.